Okay, so I have to go to my handy dandy AI. And what I did was I told it the situation of the workforce development agencies. I told it the situations of what it's like applying for jobs. And I asked AI if my resume is perfect, everything is perfect, and I am not finding a job, and it's been 6 months to a year, what would be your strategy for me? So I'm asking AI. We gonna see what it says. But there's some stuff that I'm like, this could be something to try. So the first one is kind of obvious, is diversified job search methods. So it said utilize multiple job boards. People are doing that. I'm doing that. Explore industry specific job boards and professional association websites. I think the professional association websites could definitely be a thing. Look at these members, these professional memberships that's out here, these professional organizations, these collectives. Like, look at these different groups. I'm trying to think around, like, there's the union, that type of stuff. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, these organizations, these associations might end up becoming, because it's getting so bad. But I don't have much experience in terms of like the union and all this stuff. So like, don't quote me. But that is a good place to start, is joining an association, joining a group, and just seeing what's happening in that group. Because again, connections is the key here. And then I think I spoke about this in the last video. Contract work, temporary work is definitely how I've been eating and paying bills. Networking, we all know about this. Let's see. So this one I've been doing, and this has helped me personally. And it can help you too. I know this is not made for everyone, because everybody is not the same way when it comes to this. But we have to do, which I tell my students this, we have to do more than a resume. We have to do more than a LinkedIn. Our content is now becoming our portfolio. Remember back when they were like, be careful what you put on Facebook and be careful what you put on Twitter, because it may get you fired from a job or somebody may turn you down. We kind of have to flip that and use these tools for us now. So we have to start using our social media as our portfolio. Now, how do you do that? I could do a whole nother video on this, because I do this all the time. But you basically, your projects, your thoughts on different things, the way you solve problems, all that type of stuff can be a piece of content that you can share on social media that can build your portfolio. But I think that one's a good one too. And then, let's see. It says pursue informational interviews. Reach out to professionals and target companies or roles. Oh. This might can work if you are really good at like connecting with people. Basically, what you would do is a reverse interview. So instead of the company reaching out to you, you reach out to a company or somebody in the company, and you're like, hey, can I talk to you for like 10 minutes about your job? And then that turns into networking. It could work depending on like how you go about it. So this one, I think I spoke a little bit about it in the last video. So you might have to consider an alternate role or industry. If it was me, which I'm looking at now, and I'm considering it now, because I'm like, I was in software engineering or information technology. I was in that industry for a really long time as a QA. And then I was in the marketing industry, and now I'm in this workforce/policy space. So I had to change industries to keep surviving. You may have to consider the same thing. I also tell people, if you have been doing something for a really long time, I would say, I don't want to give it a year, because you can have 2 years of experience and be like extremely knowledgeable at it. But if you've been doing something for a while, consider teaching it. Like, that's the quickest way you can get something, the pay won't be as good, but if you've been doing something for a long time, you can teach other people how to do it. You can essentially become a trainer, facilitator, whatever, and like teach people how to do it. And you could do that on your own, or you could do that for another company. And then alternative roles, I would definitely upskill, study up some stuff, and then look for an alternative role, especially those that don't nobody want to do, like compliance, like those type of roles, like I'm trying to think of anything else without like offending anybody. Like, that's a good role. I don't want to do that. But consider alternative roles. And then let's see. So I talked about this in a different video. Resume, cover letter, and I would do I'm trying to think, is it referral letters? Reference. There we go, reference letters. I keep interchanging them. Every time I see a video, I'm like, I don't think that's the word I was going for. But reference letters. Reference? Referrals. Reference letters. There we go. So I will have those 3 things. And then I used AI to do this, but basically get a job description, pull out the keywords, but I think everybody's doing it now. And then this is what I have a friend of mine doing right now. Go to the professionals. Go to these workforce organizations. Like, they may not have spots, but they definitely know what gets people through the door, what doesn't get people through the door. Like, if anything else, they can tell you at least that part. And if they have partnerships with businesses or companies, like, that's even better. This one I have not been talking about, but I think it is a thing. Relocating to cities that are dead. I think that's the last resort. I have seen people move for jobs, and usually people go to the cities. When I went out to Grand Rapids, I found out employers don't want to be in the city. They don't want to be in the crowded cities. They want to be in the burbs. They want to be in the burbs. They want to be in different states. There's reasons why it's more beneficial for them to be away from the super crowded, packed areas. So yeah, you might have to consider relocation. Remote work may not be it anymore because everybody wants remote work. And CEOs and founders and leaders and managers, they want people in the office. So you may also have to, like, if you were looking for a remote role, you may get hired quicker if you consider in person, if you consider travel.